everyone, and thanks for tuning in. I am your host, Dr. Jaretta Carey, welcoming you all aboard as we move full steam ahead. She is a business analyst with the Department of Transformation and Digitization. She is also a graduate of the University of the Bahamas, where she obtained her bachelor's degree in computer information systems. She also holds an Associate of Art degree in information technology, along with other international certifications. She is also certified as a youth leader with the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture here in the Bahamas. She is a member of the Women and Girls Mentoring Coalition, founded by wife of the Prime Minister, Mrs. Patricia Minnis. Since her early years, she enrolled in the Computer Science program and Technical Cadet Corps program. This was her first real introduction to the possibilities of technology. After becoming immersed in her career, she became exposed to the number of opportunities available in STEM. However, she noticed a disproportion of men to women in the field. She also realized there is a misconception of the field. And so it is with assertion and passion for assisting young girls that she decided to create an avenue to showcase opportunities in STEM and decided to birth FemSTEM Bahamas. Welcome to the show, Mrs. Tyrhonda Glinton.
Hello, Dr. Jaretta Carey. Hello, Bahamas. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. It's so great to have you on. I've been looking forward to this moment for a while now.
Yes.
Awesome. And so, in the introduction, I started to mention some of the things regarding your organization, FemSTEM Bahamas. But of course, we know that there has been quite a significant impact on young females as a result of FemSTEM Bahamas. And so, can you tell us more about what inspired the creation of your organization and some of its key objectives?
Sure. Thank you for providing me the opportunity to share about the organization and how it got started. So FemSTEM Bahamas kind of happened just because I was at the time a director for a local pageant in the Bahamas. And one of our teen contestants, her platform was on STEM. She is, still is, an engineering major. And she was having a hard time finding STEM organizations to get some community service in and to associate a platform with. So I was trying to encourage her to, since you're having such a hard time finding them, you should probably create one of your own and make this your platform. I don't know if it was at the time, it's because maybe she felt like she was too young or maybe, not able to do it at the time, but she did not take it on. So as a woman in technology, it really started to click to me. I was like, okay, this young lady cannot find any STEM organization specifically to females in STEM. This is something that I was thinking about for a while, but really not taking it into consideration to take it on my own. It's about time that I take the mantle and create an avenue for not just that contestant, but any other young girl who is interested in volunteering or being a part of any STEM organization for me to create one for them. So that's really how it got started.
Wow, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So you took that initiative and really created the first of its kind.
Well, to be honest with you, there are other STEM organizations, and there were other STEM organizations prior to this, but it was very few just geared towards female. So I won't say, there's one of its kind, but I will, because we have organizations like Beta Camp and other organizations that are, organizations who cater to STEM focused areas like ERCA, who have their Girls in ICT Day every year. So it's not really one of its kind, but it was specific to females. And that's, like I said, I saw the gap in that regard. And that's the purpose of me creating this particular organization.
Awesome. That special niche to reach females in particular.
Yes.
Awesome. Yes, I've had the opportunity to serve as a judge for your Girl in STEM competition.
Yes.
And so that competition actually allowed female high school students from all over the Bahamas to compete virtually.
Right.
And also, just recently, you hosted a webinar series. So,
Mm-hmm.
can you shed some more light on the significance of such programs?
Right. So with the annual, well, that was our first event actually, really was like kind of our launch. So the award ceremony that happened last year in December, the whole purpose of it was to highlight girls who are excelling well in STEM areas. And the purpose of that was not only to highlight them, but to also motivate them to continue to pursue the career. Studies show that in junior high school, even up to junior high school, girls are still generally interested in STEM. But for some reason, when they reach into high school, which is grades 10 to 12, they seem to like dissipate and not really be interested anymore. So I created that program not to only highlight them, but to encourage them and other young girls who may have had the interest in junior high school, but for some reason did not take it up in senior high to as an incentive for them to continue. Also with the webinar series, I really was skeptical about doing it because there was so many webinars that were happening. But with the current economic climate in the Bahamas, with a lot of joblessness, 46% of our GDP is directly related to tourism. I was like, okay, I have to shed light on the opportunities that exist outside of tourism. It's about time now that we try to diversify our economy. And the best way I can think to do it is to provide an example with professionals across the spectrum to showcase high school students, and we had college students and adults as well attend the webinar, but to let them know, okay, yes, we are a tourist-based nation, but these are the other opportunities that will exist and can exist that can create income for you outside of tourism, even in a COVID-19 pandemic. So that was the whole purpose of the webinar, and the whole hope was to open up their eyes to the possibilities that exist in careers that they could take a hold of outside of tourism.
Awesome. And that particular webinar, was it focused just on female students or open to both male and female students?
Right. Thanks for that question. No, it was open to both. A part of what I'm doing is not to exclude anybody, even though our organization is focused on females. The reason why I focus on females, is because there is a great disparity for males and females in the field. It's about including females. So I would be wrong not to include males because my whole platform is about inclusion. So yes, we opened it up for males and females, and the males came and the females were in attendance as well. And even our speakers, we had a diverse group of speakers, and we had males and females a part of that panel. So yes.
Awesome. So what were some of the highlights from the event?
Well, for me personally, I particularly really was drawn to the technology section, and that's just my bias. But I think I think the highlight of the event overall were young people, emailing me and telling me, I was having a hard time deciding on a particular area that I wanted to study. Some of them really couldn't continue college the way traditionally they wanted to. So they were having a hard time making up their mind. They didn't have an advisor. So the highlight for me was making me aware that they got clarification on what it is that they wanted to do after the webinar. And so I was really grateful for that, to have that opportunity to provide that for others. Also, we heard from really great professionals. We had a communications and technical cybersecurity lead from eBay. We had a NASA robotics engineer on, and we had a cosmetic chemist. We had a wide array of people. We obviously had Bahamians as well, meteorologist Wayne Neely and Charles Isaacs, who's a computer engineer and gaming developer. We had a wide variety of persons on. Dr. Charlotte Roll, who is a part of the vaccine creation. Right now, they're doing their vaccine testing, so that was a really great experience as well. So yeah, I think overall it's just the whole webinar series and then the information that was shared to those in attendance.
Awesome. So do you intend to make this an annual event?
I'm thinking about it. So hopefully next year we'll be in a space where it can be like we could be physically present, and then probably around this time as well. The whole intent is to have this as an ongoing program. The FemSTEM Bahamas within itself. So I hope to launch the club sometime this year. I'm just waiting for clearance to be officially registered as a nonprofit. So we're in that process. But the whole intent is to have this as an ongoing activity so that the persons who are attending, the girls who are part of the club, can have real world examples and project based learning to show how they can apply what they learn in real life. So yes, hopefully not just this event, but the whole activities, the club will be throughout the year.
Awesome. Wonderful stuff. Mm-hmm. And so we'll be back after this short break. And we're back to continue this quite interesting conversation with Miss Tyrhonda Glinton of FemSTEM Bahamas.
Yes.
So, what are some career options in STEM that young people today should take advantage of?
Okay, there is so many. I'll start with the sciences. So as you know, with COVID-19, there is a great need for epidemiologists right now. You need immunologists, you need biomedical technicians, and those are the people who actually make the machines or engineer the machines like the ventilators. We need, for technology, we need more business analysts. That is my profession. We need more software engineers. We need more testers. We need more technical writers. For engineering, you need a wide variety of careers in the engineering field, as well as math. We need statisticians. All of the billboards that you see or the dashboards that you see for the reports every day. Oh, so sorry for the noise in the background. But all of the reports, the dashboards you see every day, those are created by the epidemiologists who also have to have some form of math base in their studies. So we need statisticians, we need researchers. There's a wide variety of careers that we need at the moment.
Okay. So would you say that the current high school curriculum, the typical high school curriculum in the Bahamas, does it really cater or prepare our students toward STEM-based careers?
The basics. So you have your basic math, you have your biology, you have your sciences. So yes, in that regard, but beyond the foundation, no, especially when it comes to technology. Right now, computers is basically an option in school. So you have the option of doing computer science, but it's not mandatory. And at this stage, even as sometimes I part-time at National Training Agency. So even as a part-time instructor, as simple as Microsoft Office and Word, yeah, you might think because they're teenagers and they know how to handle a phone that they are equipped with all of the knowledge when it comes to computers or the tools and applications, but they are not equipped. They're not equipped. So the foundation is there, but there needs to be a focus just like that. They have special programs like marine science. There needs to be a special focus on different areas in STEM.
Yes, I totally agree. I can definitely agree as somebody who has taught formally within high school as well as at the college level. Everyone pretty much needs to enhance their skills in STEM, even if you're not going to formally pursue a career in STEM,
Mhm.
especially when it comes to technology, like you said. You know, it's 2020. We need to all get with the program for sure.
Right, right.
So I hope that the powers that be, as you're listening to this, that is something that you would definitely consider, you know, and even with the entire COVID-19 pandemic, it has forced us in all different aspects of life to embrace technology, whether it's something we wanted to do or not. And
Mhm.
so we definitely see where having that grasp of technology is key to even just handling the daily task of life in an efficient manner.
Very true.
Yes. Okay, so what advice would you give as it relates to breaking into the industry for those that are interested?
Okay, for those who are interested, first of all, like you said, if you're interested, you know, first of all, research. Find out what it is. Once you identify what you want to do, research that industry. Like if it's science, technology, engineering, and math, Google is our friend, right? Look at the different options that are available in the sciences, in technology, in engineering, in math. And then after you identify what it is that you want to do and you conduct your research, see what best suits you. All right. Um, for me personally, I studied computer information systems and in programming, right? So when I came out of school and I graduated, I thought I would have been doing something with software development or networking. But when I actually interviewed for the job I was in, and they proposed to me to be a business analyst, I didn't even know that was an option. So once you research and you find out what it is that you want to do, and you align yourself to the areas that are best suited to you, then you go ahead and see the options that are available. Meaning, if I'm required to go to college, if it requires me, getting a degree, or if I could actually do a certification in technology specifically, you don't necessarily have to get a degree. You can get a certification for a lot of things that will qualify you to be great at what you do and to get a good pay. For the sciences, obviously, if you want to be a specialist, you would have to go to college. So look at the different options that are available for the for the long term and the short term study options. And then after that, obviously, prepare to study, prepare to work hard, and stick to what you want to do.
Awesome advice. And I
Also,
think mentorship is also key, right?
I was just about to say, find a mentor as well. I was about to include that because I think a lot of people, including myself, I just kind of figured my way out. But if I had some form of mentorship, I think it would have been an easier road for me. So once you, like I said, do your research, that's another thing to identify mentors. It don't necessarily have to be a female all the time, but identify those women and men who you aspire to not emulate, but to be in that career, and reach out to them, ask them if they have a mentorship opportunity or internship opportunity. So, and mentorship is very important.
Great. And I love that you mentioned about the certifications, particularly in the technology field, because just recently I saw where Google is offering that type of service, right? Because
Yeah. They are Microsoft as well, and then you have other educational online resources like Coursera and Udemy that offer free courses. Obviously, YouTube Academy, you can go there and learn. You can learn about anything, just about anything
yeah,
on YouTube. And now, even like with one of my panelists, they on TikTok now, they are doing a really great trend where they're teaching you, providing small snippets of educational resources in their TikTok. So even you can find educational resources on TikTok and all. So, it's the platform you choose to use there. Like I said, there are options. All you have to do is just, research.
awesome. So we already have the technology at our fingertips. It's just a matter of maximizing that resource as well as our time, another resource to just enhance ourselves in, these various areas.
Yes, most definitely. And I want to encourage, I mean, I don't know if this is the, you know, I have the opportunity to do this now, but I just want to
Right.
encourage young people to know that, you're not too young to start thinking about how you can solve a particular problem. Like, I know right now a lot of people are complaining about a lot of stuff, but not only just with technology, but there are so many opportunities now to solve. We have plenty problems to solve. So think and look to see how you could be the solution to that problem using any area of STEM that you may be interested in. Let us be a part of the solution. You could even earn a bit money now, create a business if you're really great at what you do in STEM.
Yes, I agree that you can definitely be the first, right? Somebody has
Mhm.
to be the first. So why not you?
I agree.
Yes. And so I wanted to just shed a bit of light. Most persons are familiar with the movie Hidden Figures, and of
Hmm.
course, the role that Katherine Johnson, an
Hmm.
African American female
Hmm.
mathematician, she, along with many others, they were actually known as human computers. They
Hmm.
calculated trajectories that allowed for the successful missions to take place and so forth. And so, just how Katherine Johnson was a first in her field, we we have that opportunity as well, and young people. You are full of so many different ideas and innovation, and it definitely takes you to be the first at producing and presenting something new to the world. And like Miss Glinton said, solve the problems. There are lots of problems needing to be solved, and you already have the solution.
I totally agree. I think a lot of times when we think about solving problems, we think too big in a sense like, oh, this is beyond me. This is something I can't accomplish. But like you say, when Katherine Johnson and the other women were a part of that whole environment, I don't think they ever thought about what was so great about what they were doing. They just loved what they do. So, don't start small. Don't think about, oh, this is too big for me to handle. It's something that I can't do. No, if there's an invention in your mind, if something you're thinking about, reach out to the professionals. Like you already indicated, reach out to a mentor and see that how that you can make this dream a reality for you. No idea is too small, and no problem is too big for you to solve. And if you can't do it by yourself, find somebody to help you. Teamwork and networking is very important. No man or woman is an island. Reach out to your peers, reach out to other people in the industry, and see how your idea can become something great with the tools that are already existing in our current environment.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
STEM is all about, of course, problem solving, applying your critical thinking skills, as well as teamwork. That's very key. And so, of course, we, in the field of STEM, have to work along with both females and males,
Mm-hmm.
to get solutions to those problems. But,
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Clinton, would you say that females offer a unique contribution to the field of STEM?
Yes, most definitely. I mean, I think it's the makeup of a woman in general, but we have a way of thinking critically too. Like, I know we're known to be like, oh, emotional creatures. However, the way we think is kind of complex to me. So there may be a perspective that a male may see, and it's just straightforward, that's straight down the center, but a woman tends to have a different vantage point, and her contribution is necessary and is important to involve. And to be honest with you, when it comes to a lot of these items that STEM careers produce, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a woman who's going to be consuming that, meaning they're going to be the customer on the end of it. So you should have that female perspective involved because we know what we want as women. So
Yeah.
don't exclude us because chances are the most important customer to your business or to your creation will be a woman. So we should always be a part of the conversation. It shouldn't be a matter of if, it should be a matter of, that's automatic.
Wonderful. I totally agree as a
Mm-hmm.
woman.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we keep in contact with FemSTEM organization and hearing more from you?
Yes. So we are on Facebook and Instagram as FemSTEM Bahamas. You can also reach me on my email, femstembahamas@gmail.com, or our website, www.femstembahamas.org, or my cell phone is 462-1249. We are intending to partner, well, we have already partnered with the Ministry of Youth, but it wasn't officially launched due to COVID. But we'll also be partnering with the Edmund Moxie Community Center. So hopefully once we are at I guess a rate to be able to meet it sometime in person, we are hoping that we'll be able to use that facility to host our club. So yeah, just look forward to that. Like I said, once we are officially registered, because the Attorney General just made a announcement a few days ago that they will be fining people if your nonprofit is not registered. So yeah, we have to make sure we are compliant, and once we do, then we will really get started. We also partnered with an organization in the U.S. called STEM Inclusive, and they will be doing free workshops starting in September. So we'll also be sharing that information to any person interested during that time.
Awesome. So guys, be sure to follow FemSTEM Bahamas on all of the various social media platforms that Ms. Glinton just mentioned. So thank you once again for stopping by and for offering your time and enlightening us so that we can all maximize our talents and enhance our abilities and actually realize those goals. And we too can break barriers in the field of STEM. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So be sure to follow RBNTV Studios on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you're sure not to miss any of our shows. Today, I proudly wear my Howard University alum pins in memory and in honor of Chadwick Boseman, fellow Howard alum and my Bison brother. He is known for positive portrayal of African Americans in the roles of Jackie Robinson, James Brown, as well as others. But you may know him specifically for his role as the first African superhero, the Black Panther, in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You too can be the first as you move full steam ahead.
You're watching RBNTV. We are networking, promoting, we're scoring points for you, proclaiming, declaring, here to encourage you. No matter the problem, we will enlighten you. We hear you, please listen.